everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackie of Chagnon, and today I have another makeup beginners tutorial for you. Makeup beginners, makeup videos. I'm still working on a title for this series of things. In my last video, if you haven't seen it, I will link it up in the cards and down in the description, so have a look at it. But if you have seen it, then you probably noticed that I left out one thing on my face. I did not do it, and those were my eyebrows. I don't consider eyebrows a beginner makeup thing, so I excluded them from the first video, but they are a thing that you could easily learn how to do and then apply to your base makeup knowledge. So today we are doing eyebrows 101, two different ways. Let's get in with the product lineup, the ingredients that you need to do your eyebrows for this tutorial. So two different ways. I'm going to show you two different sets of products. The first products that I used for this eye were a brow liner pencil. So this particular one has the product on one end and a spoolie brush for combing your brows with on the other end. I've only ever seen high-end companies make these, but if there is a drugstore equivalent, then just leave them down in the comments for everyone else to read. Also, I will be using a brow gel, and these are readily available in the drugstore in high-end companies. You could find a whole bunch of different ones. When you are shopping for a brow gel though, I will implore you to get one that has a very, very tiny spoolie. That way when you are applying it through your brows, it's not large, it's pretty much the same size as your brows, so you're not gonna get product all around the edges and such. It's just gonna be a lot easier to manipulate. For the second brow, if you don't feel like purchasing products for the brows themselves, then you could just go into your makeup collection and find these and, you know, MacGyver yourself some brow products. So for this, you will need an angle shadow brush like this one and a shadow that is close to the color of your eyebrow. So I'm going to be using this one here from this particular palette. But just as an example, I've got two other products here that I can also use that have shadow colors close enough to my eyebrows that I could use them. So in the Maybelline, the Blushed Nudes palette, I can use this brown taupey color. It's a little lighter than my brows, but I have gotten away with using it. And this single unique shadow pot in the color Enamored. So if you happen to be a lover of nude shadows, then you could definitely do this sort of eyebrow application just by taking your favorite eyeshadow color and then just filling your brows in. So now with the products out on the table, we're gonna get into how to fill in your eyebrows and my tips and tricks on doing that and making them look good. Roll the clip. We're gonna start off this eyebrow with these two items. We have a brow liner, which is just for filling in your eyebrows and shaping them. On one end you have a spoolie, and this end you have the actual product that fills in your brow. Most brow pencils are like this, but of course not all the time. Sometimes it's just the product. So I'm gonna first start off by using the spoolie to just run it through my brows and shape them. That allows you to get that arch in there really well, and then it'll be easier later when you're filling them in. Ta-da! So that looks good. Now I'm gonna pull off the cap and use the product. What I like to do is start off by kinda lining the brow. So drawing like a large box around it almost, but not really. So I'm just lightly drawing a line underneath this, the inner corner portion. And I'm going to bring that line up to the arch and then down the tail. Now I'm going to do the same for the top half. Now I'm not pressing hard at all because you really don't want a box. You want it to look just very natural. But I like to do this first because then it helps to draw in the lines, you know, back in grade school, drawing in the lines sort. Now once you've done that to your liking, you just want to go in the middle now and start filling in the sparse areas. So I like this now. So what I'm going to do is first of all close the product, and I'm gonna go back to the spoolie and just run it through the eyebrows one more time to blend everything together. And I'm really gonna blend the inner corner here where I first drew my outline so that it doesn't look like I drew an outline. And I'm gonna shape them a little more again because they got a little wacky after using the product. So there you go. And lastly, to seal everything in, I'm gonna put in some brow gel. You don't have to use brow gel if your brows aren't as fluffy as mine, but if your brows happen to be very fluffy, you might want to use this sort of product because it will definitely cement everything together and your brows won't go in every single direction out through the day. And that's one brow done. For my next eyebrow, I'm going to be using the powder product that I've laid out. So I'll be using from my palette the color Forthright. So for my eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using the dark brown here. And I'm going to be using an angled shadow brush to do this. So I'm going to load up my angled shadow brush, but before I do that, I'm going to do the spoolie shaping again. You could get a spoolie brush easily at the drugstore to do this, or you could just totally just opt out of this step. But I like just combing my brows. So now I'm going to go and use the shadow brush, and I've already loaded it with product. And I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did to the first brow here. I'm going to outline it and then fill it in. Yes, I know it looks dark. We are going to fix it. Now that I've filled it in, I'm going to just blend it all out. My eyebrows do look drastically different at the moment, but that is because I've used two different products and my shadow is slightly darker than my natural eyebrow color. But it works either way. It's actually not that bad looking. They don't look horribly different. And last, I'm going to again seal this brow with brow gel because I have caterpillars for eyebrows and they need to be stuck in place. And that is how you do your brows. Two different ways. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget definitely to subscribe to my channel to see more videos in the future concerning beginner makeup tutorials or just makeup tutorials and a bunch of other little things that I enjoy to do on my channel. My name is Chagnon and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!